Okay, we got Sigma up in the top right playing as Zawan versus Sparky in the bottom left playing as Pistil, and they're doing a Fog of War game on Peerless. And I totally forgot this was the Fog of War game before we started. My voice is already going a little bit. You might be able to hear it's a little bit hoarse right now. I will do my best. Fog of War tends to go a little bit long, but we'll see. It should be a fun one either way. And Pistil is an interesting choice on Fog of War because her groove does go through fog, but you don't necessarily see what it's going to hit before it does. So it can be pretty risky to throw that groove out if you don't know where it's going to land. That said, she is, you can do a lot of damage, and we've definitely seen games where Pistil has done a lot of damage with groove. Different capture paths coming out from both players. First dog coming out there from Sparky, where Sigma goes double dog relatively early. Even captures, puts their sword on the mountain to do so, which makes sense. You get a lot of good information this way. Their commander heal was a bit delayed. More dogs coming out from Sigma. And 4 I think is a good number. You get a lot of intel with 4. You are able to... Oh, actually captures both center villages ahead of their opponent. Interesting. So Sparky's actually in a good position right now. Will Sigma be able to use their intel well here? Okay, they're going to capture this corner village. I think they're going to get both corner villages. So different openings for both players. Ooh, uses the sword well. Wisely decides to scout and see if their opponent has captured the center village and decides to go for it. And we're probably going to see the sword. I would actually capture from this north tile with the sword. Yep, Sigma's going to go for that. Nice safe tile to capture from. Doesn't give your opponent any kind of intel. And ooh, we're going to see commandos walk forward. Yeah, people using mountains very wisely. Probably going to see this dog go on the mountain when it can at some point. Ooh, sword's just going to kind of march up next to their opponent. And this stronghold's really open. Could actually be a very short game if both players are not paying full attention. Okay, first sword's going to go down. Sigma gonna probably... Oh, I would have moved commander south to be safe, but... Okay, I see more stuff go down. Dog might die for that. And yeah, the production is actually really far away from stronghold on this map. So, very open to getting killed if you aren't paying attention. And I think Sparky's doing the right thing here by sending commander north because that protects your stronghold from the opponent's army. You're not going to get caught off guard or anything like that. Whereas in the case of Sigma, there's a big threat on the stronghold. Knight can line up a crit on it. Ooh, dog gonna land into... Is this a crit? It is a crit. That's gonna be a decent chunk of damage. Not the biggest though. It is like, oh, sorry. Pistil is on a forest tile. So that's actually gonna be pretty effective. Ooh, yeah. Dog vision does allow that one to get hit on this dog. Yeah, dog on a mountain is a big deal. This dog's actually gonna go down. Ooh, both players just kind of brawling it out on these sides. Sigma with one dog in the center just to give a bit more vision. And yeah, Sigma building all these dogs early has been like such a boon. They have so much vision, so much information. And yeah, like Sparky has this knight, and this knight's going to be able to put in a lot of work, but he's going to start to go up against the opponent's commander, and it's not going to do that with initiative. On the top side, Sparky had to run back and heal their commander from a knight crit. In this case, yeah, this knight's going to get a lot of work done. Ooh, is this sword going to go down? It is. Forest defense not going to help the sword there from that dog. Sigma doesn't have enough groove to just groove themselves. They cannot fight this alone. Okay, picks up a kill on that dog. And yeah, Zawan's just going to be like, I'm just going to fight you then. Because they're very confident that their opponent just doesn't have enough to fight here. And I think they're actually right in this case to do that. Dragon is going to be built, so... Oh, and even a mage heal, okay. Oh, so smart. Gets the knight crit onto that village. Injured knight. Slightly below full health village, so... Gonna work out for them. And this village over here, it is gonna need a full knight crit on it, actually. Just to take it down. Pistil not gonna flip it herself. I believe there was a sword up north that could do that, so... Sparky with Harpy coming forwards, and Sigma, if you play with sound, you know that Harpy is coming, so we're gonna see this mage get into position. There's already a mage in the north, so a lot of stuff is gonna be getting spread out here. Do you go for the kill on the sword? Oh, just gonna go for a tier 1. Gonna use these vines largely for scouting, a bit of walling as well, and yeah, those are just going to be used over the course of the next few turns to just scout, poke forwards, do a little bit of walling where needed. And maybe just spook the opponent. They can't see where all the vines are, so you could potentially get surprised, I think is the actual term. Where like you walk forwards and into the fog, and you're like, they'll never put a unit here, and it's just like a vine. It's just like, oh, well, now I can't move that unit. And I'm in a really bad tile. So, this tier 1 gonna lead to a lot of caution, I think, from Sparky's side. Ooh, yeah, dog is gonna be killed by 2 swords. It is on road. Swords do 50% base, so that will work out. And yeah, we're just going to see these vines continue to be used. They're going to be used largely for scouting purposes. They're just going to wall. And almost tempted to see Zawan just walk forwards and like nail this sword, but you would be next to a river tile that is pretty dangerous. I actually think it would have been safe. There wasn't enough punish to kill commander in that regard. So dog suicide, yeah, I think would have been pretty risky.
Let's begin.
But maybe would have been like just safe, but yeah, not worth risking it. Yeah, Sparky just gonna continue to kind of go forwards. Got a pretty heavy army in the south, so Sigma just doesn't quite have enough to deal with that. They have a pretty fragile army in a lot of ways. Ooh. Suicides the sword onto commander? Okay, it's going to be a decent chunk of damage. Looking at what, like 8 or 9 damage there? 8 damage coming in. Oh, is that knight crit? I think that is knight crit. That is a lot of damage. Now we're looking at what, 51? Ooh, and I think that might actually just be a dead commander. Dogs plus dragon will... Oh, I actually won't kill. It will get Pistil very low, however. And I guess at this point, yeah, you just don't risk it with the commander. You just put your army behind this. And yeah, Pistil's now in lethal range for a lot of things. How does Sparky respond to this? You're on low health with your commander. Alright, flips this village in the bottom right. Or at least just knocks it down, doesn't flip it just yet. And yeah, Pistil just has to walk back, heal up. And what was almost an amazing lethal, not going to quite work out. Ooh, that Harpy is really vulnerable to getting killed. I think, yeah, you just sack the mage to kill that Harpy. 400 gold for a 600 gold unit, like you absolutely go for that. And yeah, Pistil has tier 2 groove as well, so. And you kind of push here is pretty spooky. Alright, what's going to happen? Sigma, yeah, you're just going to take out the knight. Makes sense. Yeah, even uses the low health sword to do it, and yeah, you just want to not have to deal with the Harpy ever again. They're gonna do a lot of damage, but not quite kill this dog up here. And Sigma, I think actually has to like push south again and do something about this village that got flipped. Because otherwise they're going to start to lose on money. Oh, good use there of the sword for vision. And I don't know if there's enough to punish this. I guess Archer is nearby, so this knight can go down pretty safely. But that balloon is going to be really spooky. Oh, I think that actually just put the spear in crit range. So maybe you go for the spear instead? I'm not sure. But meanwhile, yeah, Sparky's doing really well in this fight up north. And I think Sigma, I liked the game plan they had with the groove. I liked a lot of their stuff leading up to this moment, but they're trading really badly. And I think the missed lethal on Pistil was very frustrating for them. And they've had this dragon out for a while, and it's not achieved too much. Right, finally it's going to take a spear. We're going to see this knight go down as well, so I think we're getting a few units on the board here. I think the dragon's going to eat damage, but it won't die, and that's very important. Oh, and I love putting the balloon in the forest. It's such a good tile to troll people with. Okay, Sparky, yeah, just get a lot of vision here. I do wonder, like, when is this tier 2 going to come out? Ooh, that was so close. If that balloon had moved through the forest to get there, you know, that could have been a balloon with 2 units stuck inside of it. Okay. Dog doing a good job scouting. We see this dog on the mountain go down. Now Sigma has all the vision. Both players using great use of these mountains. Really doing a good job scouting ahead of before moving in. We haven't seen a single unit get surprised yet. Is to make a joke. Is surprising. Like, you would typically see people fall into some kind of trap. But these two players are playing Fog very well. The dog's gonna go down. I don't think Sigma is worried about anything killing this dragon in one hit. There is definitely a harpy that could do some damage. Ooh, could even get a crit from that mountain tile. There's the mage there. Doesn't put the harpy on the mountain. I think wants to save that for something else, but I am actually surprised nothing sat on this mountain because, you know, it's a really good vision tile. But yeah, Sparky has their army in a position where they can go for a lethal next turn. And I think that's the plan. Like, you do not throw a low health or full health sword into a commander without any kind of plan. And Sigma is actually very isolated with their commander. Now, that is going to mean that they can push up north. Is obviously going to work out well for them. Do some good damage here. Picks off the mage. Ooh, that's one of the big anti-air units that is on this side of the map. You're going to start seeing a lot of stuff getting kind of spread out. And are we going to see? Yeah, we're going to see a tier 1. Really needs that wall just to keep Pistil out. And I love the use of this, like, one vine here just to, like, kind of throw off any kind of tier 2 groove. The groove can still come out and can still do a lot of damage. Pistil needs to separate her army though. Okay, how are we going to see this get used?
This will only hurt the entire time.
Runs all the way forward. Okay. Does a lot of damage. Oh, that dragon took so much. And the harpy actually. And yeah, these tiles are going to start getting cleared. But that being said, as long as Zawan lives this turn, which I believe he will, that was a tier 2 groove to take out most of a tier 1. And yeah, it did a bunch of damage to army. And yeah, we actually can't see the full extent of that damage. Archer, pretty low health there actually. Sigma did live. And that's really important. Because now Sigma can keep pushing in the north. And oh, is that crit open on strongholds? No. Oh, wait, yeah, it is actually. Oh, but not going to go for it. Just going to clear everything around stronghold. And this is a big army from Sigma here. And I think almost just want a front switch. You just want to like throw everything over to this side. You want to just like get your commander healed up. You want to have anti-air units or just air units to block. Do damage to mages where you can. Yeah, nice use of the balloons for reinforcing. And yeah, so long as Zawan's not under threat dying, I actually think Sparky is in a bit of trouble right now. Gonna have to swing units back up to this side. That is a dead sword. That one dog there can just come and crit, and then this dog can go and crit the mage after. Sparky needs to put a lot of pressure on this stronghold while they can, but the knight's injured. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, pulls back everything. Is just like, I do not want to lose my stronghold. I do not want to go down. Sparky, I think, is in a really good position overall. Has a golem out in front now. And killed the dragon, so there's nothing really threatening to that golem at the moment. That said, Sigma's holding center and is about to clear a whole bunch of units out. This sword's gonna go down. Could have taken out the full health sword, but decides to keep the commander in the forest, where it's a bit safer. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, dog's just gonna go get a freebie kill. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start seeing some stuff get chained. Ooh, takes out the village. Interesting. Ooh, nice crit there from the spear. Yeah, just like picks up kills where they can, flips villages where they can. And Sigma in a really good position as far as the economy goes. They have like basically the center. They've taken that corner village off of their opponent. Not the end of the game yet, but you never know. And it is fog as well, so like anything can happen. Okay, and Sparky, yeah, just gonna lose a few of those units. Here, gonna go down. Golem really does a lot of damage to anything sitting on the road. Get nice use of the balloon. Get that dog up on that mountain a bit easier. Sparky playing very safe. Does not want to fall to their opponent doing any shenanigans. I think they still have a lead. I think their army value is better, but Sigma has the economy right now, and I think can keep the economy too. Is also very important. Okay, Vine's gonna walk forward, scout a little bit. And not gonna see anything too aggressive. Archer actually goes up north. Commander goes to center. Lines up, I believe, a night crit on that village in the bottom right. And Sigma actually doesn't capture this village in the top left. Gonna leave that for the moment. I think they could have done the thing where they put their unit in the tile above, just so it's a very safe capture, but I think realizes that Sparky isn't going to go that deep. Oh, Harpy comes in. That's going to be a big hit on that archer. And that golem's actually in a very safe tile right now. Really difficult to punish. Can this Harpy even go down? I don't know if there's actually enough anti-air nearby. No, the mage is like one tile out. Okay, Sigma's just gonna do some scouting. Uses the archer just to do a little bit of chip damage to the Harpy. And we're gonna see another tier 1 group coming out. And it is unfortunate that it has to be these tier 1 grooves, because I think Sigma really would love to just do a lot of army damage with the groove, but just the option is not there right now. And, oh, you just gonna sack the Harpy to... Oh, the Harpy isn't strong enough to kill the archer anymore, so... Okay, army just getting shuffled about a bit. Gets the crit on the dog, that is a nice pick off. And this mage, it could have captured that village a turn earlier. It wasn't really in position to do anything at the top, so... But it's difficult to tell when you should do what, because there could be a knight crit lined up on that village and you just can't see it. So when you should capture things is fairly important. Ooh, gonna get a pick up on that mage. Really good game sense actually coming in here. Nice hit from that Harpy. Any damage you could do to a golem is really important. And oh, yep. Gets the flip on that village. And Sigma builds up this economy lead. Just continuing to hold more and more of the map. And yeah, their opponent has a golem. That's really annoying, but I'm going to build a dragon. And I'm going to build 2 other ground units while I do that. Heals up the archer a decent chunk. Archer's going to play a big role later on. What's going to happen up on this north side here? The mage is down, so the harpy can be annoying. And these vines just putting up so much pressure. Alright, mage does come in, kill that harpy. You see a little bit of ship damage on commander here. Not going to be the end of the world. I think actually Zawan even heals that, but that is groove that you build up. That is a thing Pistil wants a lot of. Tier 2 groove is very scary. Nice use of the archer crit there. Both players making use of archers in this position. This is a pretty terrain dense map. Very difficult to push forward from either side. And ooh, goes for the crit on the vine? Ooh, I don't know about that. Okay, harpy gets picked up. Oh, gets surprised. 1 unit does get dropped. Oh, so it was the dog that got surprised. So this balloon just going to keep the dog in it. And this is the first time we've really seen that from either player this game. Okay. Except the kill on that knight just doesn't want to leave their opponent with options to flip villages. Or get big heavy hits on like... There's a lot of fragile units here. A lot of stuff could go down to a knight. I love the use of this dragon. Just to kind of help body block. Oh, mage is going to take some damage. Oh, the balloon could have gone down actually. Oh, Sparky, you could have had a 2-for-1 right there. And it's always worth sacking a mage. For a unit, with, like a balloon with a unit in it. As econ leads, at like gold value lead and unit count lead. But balloon will live with a little bit of health. I actually wonder if Archer plus RP crit would have killed the balloon as well, but... Okay, yeah, you want to injure the mage. You don't want to give your opponent like a chance to kill your harpy. Okay. Sigma getting pushed back a little bit here, but not all the way. And yeah, dog's just gonna give a lot of scarcity information while this is going on. And oh, gonna put commander in river? The scary prospect, especially when you're eating counter attack damage from a dog. Dog's gonna go down though. And alright, spear's gonna follow up. Really heavily chunk this knight. Vine's gonna do a little bit more scouting. Uses the mage crit? Okay. This makes a lot of sense. If a golem is heavily injured, then it really struggles to get any kind of kills where it would before. And obviously it's not worth like sacking a dragon to kill a golem at that point, but... Ooh, this is gonna be chunks of damage, but it's not gonna kill. Oh, pistol groove though. That's gonna... Oh, that does so much damage. Okay. Is there a follow-up here though? Oh, dog can reach? Archer can reach too. Oh, and that's lethal. And this was such a bold move from Sparky. Oh, doesn't go for the kill? I could have sworn dog was in range. Oh, just gonna do it with the harpy. Okay. Bit of styling there at the end. Sparky does take it. And that was a fantastic game from both players. Really good use of Tier 1 Groove from Sigma on many occasions. Using it for blocking, scouting information. Really nice back and forth on the economy. Really good back and forth as far as unit value goes as well. But Sigma just puts their commander in a bad tile for 1 turn, and Sparky just had enough in range to deal with it. So, very well played there. And Sparky is going to take it with the Tier 2 Groove.